Hi there. Today is all about squat, malasana, squatting. It is an essential part of our human capacity and movement to squat. And sometimes our modern society can interrupt our ability to do it properly without feeling like falling over and everything else that comes up. So we're just going to review how it goes, and then we're going to work on some poses, some positions. You need your yoga mat, 2 blocks, and a folded blanket or towel. So I just want to review one aspect or a few aspects of the pose, the position that tends to happen. I'm going to show you from the side view is that coming into a squat, the heels might not be down. So they're lifting up, which is propelling you forward. Or maybe the heels are down, but you feel like you're gonna fall back. Or maybe you get into this position, maybe the heels are down, but you can't lift your spine up and out of the position, of your pelvis. So we're going to focus on those aspects, and your props are going to be essential. So I am Janelle G. Ross, and I am here to help you with mobility, flexibility, and strength so that you can do all the things that you are doing right now and more for long-term in your life. So we're going to start with coming into a squat and testing it and just seeing where you are. So now, see if you can lift your spine, work your side glutes, and just reach your arms forward and out. See what that feels like. How does it feel to be in this position? Are your heels down? Do you feel like you're falling backwards? Can you lift your spine? And now slowly lower it down. And we're going to grab both blocks. So we're going to go backwards, and then we're going to start taking away. So I'm going to face you, and you want 2 blocks stacked, a little bit higher, but this is going to help you start to progress. So starting with like a foundation. Sit bones on the blocks, sitting up tall, and just see what it feels like to sit this level with 2 blocks, lifting your spine out. Does it feel challenging? Does it feel cumbersome? Does it feel like you could stay here for hours or maybe just a few breaths? See what's available, because we're going to progress from here. So just take note of your spine, the chest broadening, and being in this position. How much you are working or not working in this position. There's never any judgment. We're just taking it step by step. Okay, now let's take away 1 block. And there's also another height you could play with, but it's narrower. So we're going to skip that for right now. So now we're just on 1 block. And just reach the arms forward. You can place your arms on the inside of your knees a little bit and lift your spine. See how this position feels just sitting on 1 block. Stay with your breath and keep lifting your spine up and out, broadening the chest. Do you feel like you're working really hard in this position? Do you feel like you're going to fall? How do the ankles feel? You're using your whole foot. And just see where you are. Okay, from this position, we're going to try it by reaching and taking the block out and sitting low and lifting the chest. And I want you to, for right now, this moment, just press straight arms into the thighs, work your side glutes, and lift your chest. See how that position feels. We'll get to the heels in a moment, but I want you to just feel this. Now, bring the palms together, and I want you to feel the triceps press into the inner thighs. This is what we do in yoga. There's so many variations, and there's a couple reasons I like this and a few that I don't. So I want you to push. It can help you lift your spine and open your chest. So this is, I'm showing you front view. I'm going to show you the side view of what can happen by being in this position with the arms. So with the triceps into the thighs, it's kind of easy to just slump and kind of check out, and then you're really not doing the work. So then it's just, I don't like to teach it that much like that. So if you're really paying attention, mind and body, and you're concentrating on it, you can be very active to lift and press. But often that's not what I see. So instead, I have everybody reach the arms out and forward, work the side glutes, and really lift up and out of the pelvis, okay? So that's something to consider when you're using your arms and your triceps to help you. And now this is a yoga type of squat, but still regardless, it's a squat. And we're working on, the lower part of the body in conjunction with the upper part. You can move the blocks to the side and grab your blanket, the folded edge. And I just recommend not going any thicker than this because it can throw you forward, and then it's going to change your ankle range, your mobility, and then everything else you're working on in terms of malasana, a squat. So your blanket or your towel, place your heels on, finesse into the position, and see what it's like. Does it help you, give you that lift up and out, lifting your spine out of the pelvis? Then you can play with those triceps as long as you're conscious of what you're doing, or work the arms forward and lift. And this is a good starting position working with the blanket under the heels. You can also roll up the mat if you don't have a blanket nearby and put your heels on the mat, the rolled mat. And then you can also unfold this and go a little bit lower and see where you progress. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side. And now we're going to grab a chair. And I didn't mention that earlier because everybody has a chair, and you can do this at any point, anywhere anytime you want. I would do the other parts first more than anything. So this is to test, lowering yourself down into the chair and then getting up. Strength, using the lower part of your body. Your core is your stabilizer, but you're using the lower part of your body. You can also place your palm on the wall for a little support in case you feel like you're going to fall. And I just want you to think, looking straight ahead, so you're focusing on the move, gradually going down slow and going up. So I'm going to do without my palm on the wall and then with my palm on the wall. So just slow and control, slowly start to lower down to sit. And then using the glutes, using your legs and your feet, push down and drive up. And see what it's like not to use your hands. Slowly lower down and then use the lower part to lift up. And now just palm on the wall. You can see my palm is on the wall. And then slowly lower down, push down, and slowly come up. And just play with it. The slower you go, the harder it will be, but then you're working on the strength of the lower part of the body. So a chair and different types of chairs, different levels of chairs are going to make it harder, but that's going to build your strength, your ability, dexterity, mobility, flexibility to get in that squat position. And then maybe you want to add weight for weight bearing and weight training. So there's all these different phases to go through, but you really want to work on the good body mechanics to get into the right position. So start with a chair. Okay, so you have a few positions and a few tools to work with to develop and help you hone your ability, your physical ability and mobility and flexibility and strength for malasana, for squat. And I recommend taking your time, go slow, playing with the different level of blocks. Start with 2, then go to 1, maybe just the 1 on the mid-level, then going to 1, holding it, breathing. Can you lift your spine? And give yourself time to really be in the position and feel that engagement, because there's nothing worse than being in a position and just you're working on one part and the rest of your body just feels awful that you can't wait to get out of the position. It kind of takes away from the point. And remember, squat is a very important movement that our body is meant to do. So you've got the blocks, you have the blanket. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to give this a like. You can share this. And I'm here every Thursday to help you with your mobility, flexibility, and strength so that you can do the things you love right now and more for the long term. Now, if you are looking to go deeper with your fitness, with your practice, or a skill you want to work on so that you can feel stronger and more agile and build that mobility and that strength, whatever you're looking to do, we can meet one-on-one to discuss options working together. See if we're a good fit, see if we work together. All you have to do, put in the number 1 in the comments and I can reach out to you. No pressure, it's just an option. I have space in my calendar and I'm looking for people that are very determined to really change their trajectory going forward. I will see you next Thursday. Ciao for now.